We've got a couple of neighbouring blocks next to us that have been sold to go into forestry. All of those blocks will be planted in trees, and that is definitely worrying for the community and the industry in general.
Those blocks have got a couple of houses on them. They won't be in those houses anymore, so there'll be less kids at the school. And if you're going to blanket plant a lot of the farms around here, that kind of eats into our great community.
But while blanket planting of pines is we're all against that, all forestry is not bad, basically. People need to be aware of what the options are. There's quite a few rural opportunities in terms of what that could mean for hill country farmers and how they could integrate trees both for production forestry and for carbon into their farming systems.
I'm Fiona.
I'm John.
And we're farming in Waingaro Te Ako.
We're farming 1,000 hectares, it's 2 blocks. This is the home block here, about 660 hectares. And we've got another 440 hectares effectively at Kerr Road, which is about 20 minutes drive from here. We've got Chris Cariopa, he's supported over at Kerr Road with his wife Amy. And Leo here on the home block runs this block for us.
Walk.
It's family owned and we're overseeing the management of both blocks.
My brother and sister and their families live quite locally in Hamilton. There's definitely a desire to keep, especially this block, in the family. We basically went through a strategic plan process where we were trying to marry up what the best opportunity is for the land and for the business. This is the slope map that shows all the land that's over 25 degrees. With some of that class 7 country in particular, there's no way sheep and beef farming can compete from a financial point of view versus forestry and carbon there, so it makes real sense for our business to look at that opportunity. We'll be looking in the end to have up to 300 hectares of our 1,100 hectares in trees of some description.
The land that we're looking to plant up is actually marginal land anyway, and so we won't have to drop our stocking rate as much as you'd think you would. And then we can concentrate on our better dirt anyway.
With the drier years, it's the steep hill country that is the first to go off, and it's the last to come back in terms of growing good pasture, and it just makes it more and more tough to make a living off that land. So you certainly can't blame farmers for selling up and walking off into the sunset. You can't blame them for that. But there's definitely opportunities for individual farmers where appropriate, where they've got class 7 and harder class 6 country, to look at doing that themselves and to go and find the advice and work out how they can make that happen.
It just gives them another option. You don't have to sell.
For some farms, I think it could be a game changer.
There's the line there with the fence to separate the two roads.
We've been involved in a deferred grazing trial with Ag Research. So that's about shutting the gate on paddocks, letting them reseed, letting that pasture rejuvenate and shifting that feed from a surplus time into a time in the summer, like from February onwards, where you typically very much need it. So not only are you shifting feed, but you're getting a rejuvenated pasture at the same time.
There's your clover and your ryegrass, and that's all from deferred grazing.
This is the non-deferred grazing side, and there's a whole lot of flat weeds and there's not much grass in through there.
You look at some of those things that we're doing there, and a lot of it is due to the climate changing. We are trying to front foot as much of that as we can. There's lots of work being done in the industry to try and work out how we can handle that, and it's just up to us farmers to run with some of that stuff that's out there.
We're doing this not just for us, we're doing it for our kids and their kids and John's siblings' kids and the whole Sherlock family. We're building this up for the next generation and the next generation after that.